Welcome to Las Vegas. It's Mountain West Conference Tournament semifinal action. And we're just over 5 minutes in. Utah State, the top seed, out to a 10-9 lead on the 5th-seeded San Diego State Aztecs. Alongside Steve Lapis, I'm Andrew Catalan. Evan Washburn is with us as well. And the big story right now is that Jaden Ledee is not on the court right now, presented by Kubota. That's because Ledee picked up 2 fouls in the first 4 minutes of the game. The second one was very ticky-tack, but Ledee has to sit right now.
Yeah, I mean, the second one was really not a good call, and now he's got to sit out probably till the 8-minute mark, and he cannot pick up his third.
Parrish connects to give the Aztecs the lead.
Some of the guys who played bad yesterday for San Diego State had done early. Waters, Micah Parrish, yesterday they struggled.
Al-Sabor with the jam.
And you know, Ledee started the game guarding Al-Sabor, and I was questioning, well, I'll tell you, he's a tough guy to guard. He drew 20 fouls yesterday. Ledee drew 17. These are 2 of the most fouled guys in America. Tough for them to guard each other.
Al-Sabor has 7 of the 12 early for the Aggies.
Oh, that's a travel.
Parrish gets away with it.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, he went a long way.
Al-Sabor ahead of the pack. Heidi's on him right now, and that one goes out of bounds to the Aztecs.
You know, Al-Sabor, just like Ledee, very good off the bounce. I mean, he takes that thing from the top of the key. You don't see people get these kind of baskets against San Diego State often. And let's see here. Oh, that's a travel and a half. When I was a kid, we grew up right near the A train, the subway. We said, take the A train. That's what he did. He took the A train there.
Well, Parrish was 0 for 8 in yesterday's quarterfinal win over UNLV. Today, he's 3 for 3 for 6 points. Looking for more right here. Give it to him. Wow. Parrish is hot.
Looks like a different guy.
Good crowd here on both sides. The Aztecs fans making some noise now. Al-Sabor fakes the 3, drives in. He's got 2 more.
Now, why would Heidi jump for a shot fake from Al-Sabor, who all year long is 3 for 11 from the 3-point line? If you go for his shot fake, there's something wrong with you.
Brian Dutcher said the same thing, just in some different words to Miles Heidi. Parrish, not this time, his first miss.
Great pass.
Brown lost it. Gets it back, though, with the shot clock at 20. Plenty of time for the Aggies.
I said he looked like he was going to get a layup, but San Diego State, they helped so well. They came in at the last second and stopped Brown from getting that layup.
Martinez with 4. Martinez launches a 3, and he draws the foul. Parrish is called for the foul. It'll be 3 free throws for Martinez when we come back. For those of you watching our free streaming coverage, it will...
The way these guys play, yesterday, Al-Sabor drew 20 fouls in that game. He shot 24 free throws. Ledee shot 18, he drew 17 fouls. These guys get fouled a ton.
3 free throws for Martinez. And Ledee has now sat for the last 4 minutes and 5 seconds.
And you know, it also allows, if Danny Sprinkle wants to take Al-Sabor out for a rest a little bit too, now that Ledee's not in there.
Martinez, 3rd best in the Mountain West from the free throw line this year at 84%. You see the numbers yesterday were not pretty for the senior against Fresno State. Both of these teams going to overtime yesterday. Aggies had their hands full with the Bulldogs, and UNLV with some late drama to force overtime, but the Aztecs prevailed. Here comes Sacco, and a foul on Waters. All right, Lap, tonight's keys to the game are brought to you by Daisy Cottage Cheese. What do you got?
Well, for San Diego State, they got to force turnovers because that allows them to get out in transition. Limit fouls on Osobor. Now, this is the first time I've ever in all these years used kind of the same thing for two guys, for both teams. Limit fouls on Ledee. These guys get to the foul line so much, you got to try and not let them do that. Utah State's got to get out and run. You cannot set up against San Diego State for 40 minutes because they're too hard to score against in the half court.
Daisy cottage cheese history here as coach has used two of the same things for his keys. Unprecedented.
That's unprecedented. That's
really
first.
is. This is huge. Big moment. These two teams split during the regular season with each team winning on their home floor. The most recent meeting was February 20th in Logan. The Aggies won 68-63. Waters is short. The rebound to Sacco. Here is Sacco down low. Nice work off the glass.
They are an elite transition team in terms of efficiency. They're in the top 5 in the nation in scoring per possession in transition. And you're going to see it tonight. It's very important against San Diego State.
And a whistle inside. Let's check in with Evan.
Guys, an injury update for the Utah State Aggies. Mason Falsev, who's about to check into this game, missed last night's quarter with that right shoulder injury. Was able to take part in shoot-around this morning. Talking to Danny Sprinkle, he said he's still fighting through some pain in that shoulder, but he's going to go. And as we saw, that's huge to the rotation if foul trouble is a part of this game to have him available.
Yeah, no doubt, Evan, averaging 11 points per game as Osobor is called for his first foul.
And it gets everybody in their regular role. Uduje was the sixth man, was co-sixth man of the year in the conference. Now he gets to be the sixth man again for Utah State instead of starting like he did yesterday.
Darius Brown comes out. He'll get a breather. Waters, and another whistle. That foul's against the aforementioned Falsev. Now, we saw a lot of fouls in the quarterfinal day yesterday and already 10 fouls in the first 9 minutes today.
Physical game. And that was not a good call on Osobor, by the way.
Turnover. Falsev bounces into Uduje, but could not handle it, and now a loose ball scramble. And we're going to have a tie-up, and the ball will go to the Aztecs.
I'll tell you, I've seen Falsev a lot on tape, but he's fast. And he was busting that one up the floor.
Well, not only high school basketball for Falsev at Skyview High School in Utah, but he also is a dual-threat quarterback. Saunders hesitated on the three.
And usually he doesn't, but he's really been struggling.
Butler will launch. Waters comes in for the rebound and puts it right back up again. That one won't go, and it goes over the backboard out of bounds. Well, slow start yesterday for San Diego State. Fell behind early against UNLV, and that has kind of been their MO of late. They trailed after 5 minutes in 11 of their last 12 games.
They really can struggle at times offensively, but they had 25 offensive rebounds in that game. They took 19 more shots than UNLV in the game.
That was a season high on the offensive glass for the Aztecs. Uduje on the wing. Uduje with the shot clock winding down. No, and knocked out of bounds. It'll remain with the Aggies. Brian Dutcher, he can read his lips, over the back. But no call.
He wants Osobor to get that second foul in the worst way, believe me.
Well, in addition to Ledee, Parrish also has 2 fouls for San Diego State. Osobor inside, and again, Dutcher was looking for a call.
Left hand, spin, great feet, and great hands.
Osobor already in double figures with 11. Saunders, can he get going? Can continues to struggle, and Carson Templin playing for the second consecutive game with the rebound.
Yeah, he gave them some decent minutes yesterday.
Allslav, what a move. Well, Brian Dutcher wants a timeout. Aztecs have gone close to 5 minutes without a field goal. And the Aggies.
Sundown, 6:48 local, so that meant Saco could start to consume some fluids and some food. Talked to head athletic trainer Britt Ritter with Utah State, and he said the plan was to get fluids into him, get a little bit of food, some Pedialyte, some sugars, and that should impact his ability not just to sustain in this game, but guys, recover. After the game yesterday, he played 13 minutes. He couldn't have anything for 3 hours.
Wow. Yesterday, a noon local tip. But today, with the 6:30 local tip, he had gone all day without eating or drinking. So you could see that as soon as the sun went down, he, as Evan reported, got to work. If they win, tomorrow would be a 3 o'clock local tip for Saco and the Aggies, who right now are on a 13-1 run. And so Marshae Johnson nowhere close on the free throw. He is 0 for 4 from the line now this year.
Yeah, not a guy that plays much. But with Osobor out of the game, they figured they could put him in for a little bit.
Allslav again racing down the court.
I mean, the baskets that they are getting against San Diego State, you don't see all these layups at the rim. Really uncharacteristic of the Aztecs.
Pain points 16-6 in favor of the Aggies. Allslav, though, just picked up his second foul.
Now, one thing we got to keep in mind, we have one team elite defensively in San Diego State, but Utah State is elite offensively, and right now, the elite offense is beating the elite defense.
What would you rather have, Lap?
I'd rather be elite offensively. I'll tell you the truth. I think too many times, I mean, but you want to be good defensively.
Oh, yeah,
like, you know, Utah State is good defensively. They're not elite. I'd rather be great, elite offensively.
Martinez pushed to the ground, and a foul against the Aztecs. That's their 7th team foul.
Then again, maybe that's why I'm sitting here with you now instead on the other side.
You always told me it's basketball.
I used to tell my assistants, the game is called basketball. When you make baskets, everything is easier.
Yeah. I had a feeling you were going to go the offensive way. So a 1-and-1 here for Martinez, who's already 3 of 3 from the line. Earlier today, Danny Sprinkle named a Naismith Coach of the Year semi-finalist. What a job he has done. And how about this? Brian Dutcher has seen enough. Ledee back in with 2 fouls.
I said he'd come back in at the 8-minute mark, play 3 or 4 minutes, and now Osobor is out. Good time to bring him back in if you're going to bring him back in.
So Ledee sat for 7.5 minutes.
I would think Danny Sprinkle, on the one hand, you want to bring Osobor back in. On the other hand, you don't want Osobor to get his second foul.
And right away, Ledee draws a foul, which, as Lapp pointed out, he did 17 times yesterday against UNLV.
You know, Andrew, just talk about how elite San Diego State is defensively. They're going to get in the NCAA tournament this year. They're going to be the 5th team in the last 25 years to be last in their conference in three-point field goal percentage and in field goal percentage. That's how hard it is to make the NCAA tournament when you're that bad on offense. But it also shows how good they are on defense.
Osobor has come back in, so I know that you'll be fascinated to see who defends him on the other end of the floor.
I have to think they got to put, I know it's not a good matchup, but they can't put Ledee on him.
Ledee makes the front end.
And on the other hand, I wouldn't put Osobor on Ledee either.
Here's the Dutcher D, the Aztecs, their trademark over the years.
I mean, to make the NCAA tournament and be last in your conference in the 2 most important offensive stats is incredible.
Johnson had it, and it will be Utah State basketball.
Well, it looks like Ledie's got Osobor.
San Diego State is 2 of 6 from the free throw line.
I'll tell you what, get him the ball because you know Ledie's going to let him score if he catches it down low.
The run is up to 17-2. Ledie is on Osobor. Shot clock at 4. Brown off balance. Shot is good. High off the glass. Darius Brown, and everything going the Aggies' way early.
Tough shot there.
Ledie over Osobor. Not even close.
San Diego State going through one of their droughts again.
Jackson the 3.
How good was he yesterday?
Career high 16.
He was unbelievable, and they needed him yesterday.
And Utah State has doubled up San Diego State here with 7:10 to go. A 22-2 run.
They were down 17 to UNLV late in the season and came back unlost by a couple, but this Utah State team is really good offensively.
Parrish with 2 fouls. Spinning and hitting. Micah Parrish already in double figures. He's got 10 points. First field goal for the Aztecs in the last 6 minutes and 18 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, Ledie scores 20, and their next guy is like 9.8. They only have one double-figure scorer, so that means he's got to be out there.
Martinez 3, no, and the rebound to Powell.
Oh, bad foul.
Osobor with the foul. Danny Sprinkle right away, upset as Osobor picks up his second. So now both big men points. The rest of the team is a combined 3 for 17 for 9 points.
Well, I'll tell you what, if San Diego State is going to make a move, these next 6 minutes got to be it with Osobor out of the game.
1-1, and Powell misses the free throw. But Parrish scoops up the loose ball. Butler catch and shoot 3. It's good. Big shot for San Diego State. Butler had a dozen yesterday. As you see the foul trouble on both sides. Osobor is on the bench. And a travel is called against Martinez.
See, when your guy, who's like such a focal point on your team because he's so good, is out of the game, and you were playing through him the whole game, now you got to adjust on the fly really quickly against a great defensive team. Not easy.
.540 to go in the first half. A spot in the championship game awaits the winner. Trammell, nice dish to Powell. Points off turnovers in San Diego State's favor, 9-2 over the Aggies. And now the Aztecs fans trying to will San Diego State to some momentum here. Sacco lost it. And Butler tracks it down. Up ahead is Ledie with Jackson back. Ledie wins that battle. And Danny Sprinkle calls a timeout. A 9-0 run by San Diego State.
Boy, he's upset with Sacco. Inside of Jay Powell, and that's why he's able to get that dunk. He comes in a little bit late.
So a 9-0 run, and 7 of the 9 have come with Osobor on the bench.
That second foul that Osobor picked up was such a bad foul, and that thing could turn this game around now if the Aztecs come all. They were down 17. Now it's 8.
Brown leans into one and still hits, and then has a few words for the Aztecs fans.
He just makes some tough shots. He was great in the second half yesterday. In the first half, he was terrible.
Another jam for Ledie.
See, the worst thing that Sacco could do there is go for a steal. He should just, if he's got position on him, get behind him and make him shoot over you.
Templin back at the scorer's table with 2 fouls. Johnson has a size advantage. Instead, it's Martinez for 3. And the weak side rebound to Parrish. Butler draws the foul. That's the first on Darius Brown.
What you're going to see here, when Sacco was three-quartering him, when he lunged to get that steal, it's either do or die. Either you're getting the steal or he's scoring. Not a good gamble.
At the line, number 5, Lamont Butler.
So the Mountain West Defensive Player of the Year, Lamont Butler, goes to the free throw line. CBS Sports celebrates Women's History Month, recognizing the outstanding contributions women have made on and off the field of play. Earlier this week, the UNLV women won the Mountain West Conference Tournament title, defeating San Diego State in the championship game. So Ledee will go out with 4:06 to play.
And, you know, Brian Dutcher, I agree, but he has to, part of him has to be thinking, man, we can come all the way back in this game with him in the game now. But he gets his third, it'd be tough. So I think he made the right decision to get him out.
Aztecs have struggled at the line, just 3 of 9. They trail by 7. Jackson. Now Templin, too strong off the glass and tipped right to Butler. You can feel the momentum shifting in this building. Three and a half to go. Butler, and he draws another foul. So Lamont Butler will go to the line when we come back. Aztecs chipping away. It's a 12-2 run for San Diego State.
Before it's all said and done.
Yeah, Medved, who we'll see later with Colorado State. His team, the 7 seed, said, how many times has the Mountain West Tournament 7th seed been a lock with the NCAA tournament?
And that's why it's not crazy that we have the next game, semifinal game, is 6 New Mexico versus 7 Colorado State. This year, not really a surprise.
Two huge runs in this game as Powell gets the rebound, but misses the follow. And a foul is called. Utah State a 22-2 run, and that was answered by a 12-2 Aztecs run.
You know, the free throw line is 4 for 11 for San Diego State now. Normally 73% as a team.
Let's send it over to Evan.
And guys, in that last Utah State huddle, that was a focus for Danny Sprinkle, saying defensively, look, San Diego State guys, they're putting their head down, straight line drive, just trying to get to the basket and get fouled. Wants guys obviously moving their feet more defensively, but and Coach, you pointed this. Just get your hands up. Just stop fouling. Just get your hands up. Try and make it more difficult to shoot. That's going to be the focus as they look at this last 4-minute stretch that they always see is so critical heading into half.
Well, since Osobor went out, Evan, Utah State has 1 field goal and 3 turnovers.
And well, and you know the thing, he got a bad foul that he committed, and Ledee got a bad foul that was a bad call.
And both big guys still on the bench.
San Diego State has really picked up the heat. You know, when you don't have that guy to worry about in the post, you can put a lot more heat on them.
Shot clock at 3. Brown deep 3. Won't go, and the rebound. Templin fighting for it. He's got it. And then a foul is committed. Good job down low by the freshman Carson Templin.
I'll tell you, he showed me something the last couple of days. I know he's on a real good team, so he didn't play a whole lot, but it's a tough kid.
Native of Fairview, Texas, as Jay Powell commits the foul. See the numbers for Templin. Played just 20 games in the regular season, but both games here in the Mountain West tournament. Aztecs with the ball, down by 5. They have scored on each of their last 8 possessions. And a blocking foul against Templin, and that's his 3rd.
A little too aggressive on that hedge by Templin that time. Clearly moving.
So Templin with 3, Asabor and Falslev with 2 apiece.
His 3rd personal.
Trammell at the line.
Wow. They are really struggling at the line.
They've done well with Asabor on the bench. They have not done well from the free throw line, just 6 for 14. Entered the conference tournament 3rd in the Mountain West from the free throw line at 73%. Johnson tied up inside, and there's a whistle.
Nice up and under there by Isaac Johnson.
Heide commits his first. And now Isaac Johnson at the line. Johnson hit a couple of threes in yesterday's win over Fresno State. As you see, our bracket with Colorado State and New Mexico set to play later tonight here on CBS Sports Network. Six-point lead for the Aggies as we approach 2 minutes to go in the first half. Brown, great job defensively, takes it away from Trammell, but then he nearly gives it right back. Aduje makes the catch, and a foul is called.
Yeah, that was a very careless pass that Brown made there. This is a guy who's one of the best in the country. Top 10 assist to turnover ratio.
Yeah, 3.5 in that department as Lamont Butler commits his second foul.
And he's coming out now, too.
Aduje at the line for 2. We've had 30 free throw attempts in the first half.
We kind of expected it, but not with the 2 big guys out this much.
We're not exactly a free throw clinic here in Las Vegas either. Waters recovers. Waters, tough shot, forces that one up. And the rebound is grabbed by Bird, and now a whistle. And the tie-up favors the Aggies.
Possession arrow Aggies.
Yeah, Michael Waters has forced a couple of shots. Reese Waters.
1:25 to go. Aduje jumper is well short. And the rebound to Miles Bird, the sophomore from Stockton, California. Pace of this game has slowed down just a little bit with 1 minute to go.
For a while there, Utah State was running an offensive clinic.
Shot clock at 6, Bird for 3. And Johnson, the 7-footer, is there for the rebound. 14-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Brown sends it out, and now Martinez will slow down. Utah State just 1 field goal in the last 6 minutes and 50 seconds. They have gone cold since that big run, and Martinez still can't get one to go. Shot clock turned off.
They should get the last one.
Well, the Aztecs got a big shot right before the halftime buzzer yesterday against UNLV. Can they get another one here? Trammell, who hit the shot yesterday, hits another. Trammell hit a 3 to close out the first half against UNLV, and that served as a springboard.
UNLV, and that's the plan, according to Brian Dutcher here in the second half. And he kept it simple, guys. As is always the case with the Aztecs, it starts defensively. He said, we have to guard better, especially getting back on in transition, and they know they're going to get a healthy dose of Asabor here to start this second half, and that's going to be critical.
Yep, right away, Asabor and Ledee banging away down low.
I'm going to keep it simple for you, Andrew. The team that's going to win this game is the team whose big guy's going to be on the floor the longest.
Yeah, I think that's very fair. Ledee, step back jumper is good. Asabor sat the final 6 minutes and 23 seconds of the first half.
And that's what Ledee can do. He can play a little bit more on the perimeter than Asabor can.
Let's see if Asabor can get back in the flow. He basically has sat for about 35 minutes of real time. He's got the ball here. And Ledee poked it away out of bounds. It'll stay with the Aggies. Shot clock is at 7. Johnson trying to go right up with it. Powell got a piece of it. And out of bounds to San Diego State. Great defense by Jay Powell.
Yeah, this is really... Powell played well yesterday also. Good block and good call.
Yesterday nearly had a double-double with 10 points and 9 rebounds. Ledee, he's going to take another jumper. Not this time.
I think he can't fall in love with that, especially with Asabor having the 2 fouls. You got to go at him a little bit.
Johnson has position. He had Butler on him, and he took advantage.
Yeah, Martinez, great awareness there to see that Butler was guarding Johnson.
Parrish hits the triple. A different player tonight, Micah Parrish. He's got 13. He's 6 of 7 from the floor. All tied up at 41. Johnson again on the attack, and he draws the foul. Johnson began his career at Oregon, and this is his first year at Utah State, and a short time ago, what a win for Oregon. They beat Arizona just down the road at the Pac-12 tournament.
Arizona's hit the skids lately. Lost to USC big last week. They were being talked about as a 1 seed a couple weeks ago.
Foul was on Powell. That's his second.
I think Carolina's claiming that last
Yeah,
one
it looks
spot
that
now.
way. Yeah. Tennessee, who so many people are high on, had a tough one today against Mississippi State.
Yeah, Dalton Connect, 4 for 17. Worst game he played all year.
Parrish Ledee, the offensive rebound. Goes right back up. And no. And a whistle. And a foul. No, they call it on Johnson. That's the second on Johnson. Asabor did look like you're calling it on me, but quickly they said it was number 20. And they show the replay on the scoreboard here, and the Utah State fans don't agree. Ledee at the line. Ledee entered tonight 37 points behind Michael Cage's single-season scoring record at San Diego State. And with the way the Aztecs are positioned going forward, he's got a good chance to break it. 8 points tonight, make it 9.
Well, you know, the amazing thing about this kid is how much better he's gotten. He averaged 8 points a game last year.
The only other player in the country to average 20 points per game, better than 8 rebounds per game, and shoot 55% from the floor, Zach Edey of Purdue. Pretty nice good company for Ledee.
They got to try and get the ball inside.
Ballsled nearly lost it. Asabor rejected. Good defense again. That's Jay Powell.
Great deep position.
Off the feed from Parrish. First lead since it was 15-14, and it was short-lived as Brown knocks it down. Ledee from the outside. His 16th three of the year.
He had none in his career up until this year.
0 for 16 prior to this year. We've had 7 lead changes this evening. Martinez trying to answer, and he does.
That was a big-time move. He lost Trammell there.
Aztecs trailed by as many as 17 in the first half.
There's the double. Johnson coming to double him.
Ledee gets rid of it with the shot clock at 7. Butler pops from the outside. Another 3 for the Aztecs. 6-3 for San Diego State. Asabor, and a tie-up is called. It'll be Aggies basketball when we come back, but the action is heating up here in Vegas. San Diego State 5 later tonight. New Mexico will take on Colorado State. The Lab, we've been coming here for over a decade. This is our 12th tournament. I don't remember too many times when the upper deck has been as filled up as it is tonight.
Let's face it, this is a banner year for the Mountain West with 6 teams probably going to the tournament. And I'll tell you what, Martinez making up for lost time from yesterday.
Yeah, 1 for 12 yesterday. Martinez has 14 tonight. Minutes gone by in the second half. Ledee with help from Brown, out to Butler, triple.
You know, when San Diego State shoots it like this, they just haven't been able to stop Utah State.
Talked to San Diego State assistant David Velasquez before the game. He said, we just need to see a couple of threes go in. If we do that, I think we're going to be in pretty good shape. Well, they're starting to go in for San Diego State, and this is why they're tough to beat if they can hit that outside shot.
You know, because in the end, you know they're going to guard, and that was really a bad shot by Martinez there, trying to shoot over a 6'9" Jay Powell. Danny Sprinkle thought it was a foul, but that's not a good shot. And they need to get Asabor more involved in this game. McGee's involved. Asabor's not right now.
Good defense by Brown. Now Ledee.
Here comes the double. Johnson.
Ledee over Asabor.
He's making that 14-foot baseline jumper. Utah State was up 17 in the first half.
And a foul down low on Powell. Well, Ledee with foul trouble in the first half. He scored 11 of his 16 here in the second half.
For the Aztecs, number 25, Elijah Saunders, and number 3, Micah Parrish.
Third foul on Powell, so he comes out. Asabor, and he gets one to drop. 13 for Great. First points of the half for the junior from England. Butler gets to the hoop, could not finish, but a foul is called. And it's on Asabor. That's his third.
Wow.
With 13:21 to go. What do you do here if you're Danny Sprinkle?
It's a tough one. Probably got to come out for 2 minutes.
Tomorrow, 1 Eastern, the A10 semis are on CBS Sports Network. How about this bracket? St. Joe's against VCU, and then St. Bonaventure against Duquesne. So a big stealer from the A10.
I think he's going to come out for a couple of minutes.
Martinez had a foul on Butler. Butler, who's been picking things up here in the second half. He's got 8 of his 13 after halftime. But that's the third foul on Lamont Butler.
No, Asabor staying in. I would take him out for a couple of minutes, I think. You're down 5 and see what happens, because if he gets his 4th, he's going for a long time.
There's a look at the foul trouble. Butler just went to the bench with 3 fouls.
And a lot of times it's good to take him out so that he just sits and thinks, I had 3 fouls, you know what I mean? As opposed to continue to play. He's got to be careful on screens.
Yeah. Balslev for 3. And Ledee's there for the rebound. Ledee. Whoa. Just pure.
You know, I think he was a little upset that he wasn't player of the year by the coaches. And, you know, playing with a little bit of a chip on his shoulder.
San Diego State has 21 field goals tonight and just 3 turnovers. But another foul against the Aztecs.
I mean, he's made a bunch of jumpers in this game.
Second foul on Reese Waters.
He was the first player in Mountain West history to have a 30-15-plus game in the Mountain West tournament.
Asabor off the mark.
We almost saw 2 yesterday because Asabor had 29 and 17.
But a 24-point swing in this game. Parrish.
Asabor got a piece of it.
And a whistle down low against Elijah Saunders as he was digging up Asabor.
Foul number 25, Elijah Saunders, his first personal.
Already 5 team fouls against the Aztecs here in the second.
I don't use a foul.
Wow. The D comes out. Media timeout coming.
Brown's been quiet.
Falslev, open look. Saunders the rebound.
Not his strength, 30% three-point shooter.
Trammell is fouled, shooting the three. Martinez bails out the Aztecs. And Trammell will get 3 free throws.
I know one thing, if this thing, we got a long, long way to go, but if this thing ends up with San Diego State winning, the turning point of the game was very clear to me. Because Osobor hasn't really played well since you sat out.
Only 2 points this half for Great, 1 of 3 from the floor. Over to Evan.
And guys, I've been keeping a close eye on Osobor, and to your point, he just doesn't look like he has the same burst and wind in this game. Remember, yesterday he feasted on a smaller lineup for Fresno State. I think the toll that it takes to go up against Ledee over the course of a game. Again, even though in limited minutes here with the foul trouble, he just doesn't look like he has the same explosion and burst. We'll see if he catches it here down the stretch.
Yeah, I agree with you, Evan. And Brown is really struggling.
Brown gets it back. Osobor, tough pass to Templin, and a turnover.
And he's normally a very good passer. He's second on the team in assists. I think that Utah State's got to make hay right now with Ledee out of the game.
Trammell airballs a 3. A 27-point swing in this game. Osobor with Heidi back. Osobor right at Heidi, and he draws the foul.
Heidi fell asleep.
Foul the Aztecs, number 40, Miles Heidi, his second personal.
So Osobor heads to the free throw line. 6th in the nation in free throw attempts per game, averaging 8 per night. And Ledee's coming back.
Entering the game for the Aztecs, number 13, Jaden Ledee.
Little zone now from Utah State. First time.
Waters hangs and finishes. He was 1 of 5 in the first half, but a beautiful move there by the USC transfer.
So Utah State changes defenses, goes to the 1-3-1, and they score right away. Bad pass.
Ledee running the break with Parrish joining him. Ledee to Parrish. Ledee comes away with it and scores.
He's been a monster in this game.
20 points for Ledee. And Utah State gives it right back.
They are losing their cool here big time. And I agree with Evan even more. It looks like Osobor is huffing and puffing.
Aztecs fans on their feet in Vegas. Parrish, that's a 2, and it's short. Waters knocks it right to Templin. Up ahead of the pack is Jackson. Parrish back. Jackson gets it to drop. And 2 points this half for Osobor, and the Aggies trail by 11.
I think those two things go hand in hand, man.
No doubt. Oh, what a bounce pass, and then a charge against Ledee. Templin draws it.
Really rare secondary defender charge. Ledee did not leave his feet. So if you don't leave your feet, he was gonna leave his feet. So the old rule comes into play.
Third foul on Ledee. With 8:52 to go.
If he leaves his feet there, it's a block.
Just the second turnover by the Aztecs in the last 22 minutes. Both the big guys have 3 fouls apiece. 15 of the 20 for Ledee have come here in the second half.
I mean, Osobor out here, even though he's good going off the dribble.
Jackson's three's not there. And Butler will calm things down for San Diego State. Waters just inside the line, knocks it down.
He's been a factor today, too.
Osobor with the Ledee back. Osobor spinning in the paint with the left hand. His second field goal of the half.
He is good off that dribble.
Five on the shot clock. Bird juggled it a bit. Bird with 3, bounces it to Ledee. Tough turnaround, won't go. And Osobor handling the break. Johnson straightaway 3. That's a big shot.
And that's what they like to do. Push the ball up in transition, spot up.
5 quick points for the Aggies. And that leads Brian Dutcher to call a timeout. 7:06 to go. Aggies trying to chip away at the deficit. On CBS Sports Network. Well, Utah State in the first half, 16 points in the paint. Only 8 here in the second half. And as we pointed out, it's been a different half for Great Osobor. Can they get him going?
You know, Darius Brown, 3 for 9.
Quiet.
First team all-league player.
Yep. Ledee right to work? No. Ledee gets it back. Ledee with separation, misses another, and the rebound to Brown.
This is when they're at their best, but a good job. How about San Diego State, the way they got back that time?
That 3 halfway down and out for Aduje. With 6.5 to go. Butler, what a move. $15 for Lamont Butler. Johnson.
You know, Trammell and Butler have really played like experienced guards yesterday and today.
And Evan said this yesterday, but the big thing that San Diego State has taken away from last year's run to the national championship game is confidence when they fall behind. They know that they're capable of going on a run. They weathered the storm in the first half, and they have really come to play here in the second.
And their bench was terrible yesterday, much different today.
Brown.
Oh, why didn't you shoot that?
Johnson left alone, but misses. Out of bounds to San Diego State. Looked like Brown had an open alleyway to the hoop. Instead, he passes. Lamont Butler.
Knicks are on a 34-game win streak when they score 80. They're getting pretty close to that 80 point. The defense of Utah State has really let them down. And how about this, Andrew? They're number 2 in defending the three-point shot in the country, 28%, and San Diego State 7 for 17 from 3.
Here in the second half, the Aztecs are shooting 59%. They're 4 of 7 from deep, and they have 7 assists and just 1 turnover.
4 turnovers for the game. They really can't play much better offensively, I don't think.
Saunders has not been able to get it going this week, but an offensive rebound to Waters.
Waters has really played hard.
And he scores. Over to Evan.
It's like you guys were in Danny Sprinkle's huddle because the focus is all defensively. The high ball screen feels like they need to do a better job being physical with the guards. He said this game's going to come down to getting stops and being tougher. And guys, they just haven't been that the last couple minutes.
No doubt about it. They have not been able to stop them. You know, it's got nothing to do with what their offense is doing, but San Diego State scoring every time down. And we're talking about a team that is 30% on the season in the Mountain West from the three-point line, and they're just lighting them up.
You see the second half numbers have not missed a free throw here in the second half. They do have 18 fouls to just 3 for Utah State, and Brown hits the front end. Trammell brings it across. Time is on San Diego State side. 4.5 to go.
And they're trying to zone now. 1-3-1.
Well, late yesterday, UNLV's 1-3-1 gave San Diego State some problems. Four on the shot clock. Saunders from the corner. And the rebound is ripped away by Ian Martinez.
And he's been a really good three-point shooter for them all year. One of their better guys, and he hasn't made one in 2 days.
And then Trammell is called for the foul, and that'll send the Aggies right back to the line. Third on Trammell.
A lot of body there. That's a foul.
At the line, number 4, Ian Martinez. Shooting 1 and 1.
If the Aztecs are able to close this out, they would advance to the Mountain West Championship game for the 7th consecutive year in 10 of the past 11.
Let's face it, they've owned this thing. It's the only way to put it. And you got to knock them out if you want to win this. That's it.
Martinez gets them both, and now a whistle and a substitution as Lamont Butler comes back in for Reese Waters.
Yeah, Reese Waters did a really good job.
Ten points for Waters tonight to go along with 4 rebounds.
I don't know why somebody at Utah State isn't calling that screen out. The guy got leveled twice in a row.
Parrish, deep 3. His zone is a little trouble for San Diego
And that time
State.
they switched. They were a 2-3 that time.
Brown for 3. Air ball. Johnson tries to save it. He does. Good hustle, but he saved it right to Butler. And Trammell will slow it up. Now Trammell sends it out to Butler. Wide open 3. Another air ball.
Whoa. Utah State has to just keep defending.
Asabor, and there's the foul on Ledee. That's his 4th. Asabor will go to the line when we come back. 3:12 to go. Aztecs have taken control.
I would probably take him out for a few seconds and see what happens.
Well, Brian Dutcher does have him out there. Asabor 2 for 4 at the line tonight. He gets 2 shots.
You know, he's the 6th most fouled guy in America. And this is a part of his game that he's really got to work on.
1 out of 2. Aduje returns. Asabor goes out.
That's interesting. They wanted to go with their pressure, so they took him out.
They go right after Butler, and he turns it over. And Asabor hops off the bench. He's coming right back in.
Yeah, they went with the small, fast team.
What a move there by Danny Sprinkle.
Yeah, really good move.
Just the 2nd San Diego State turnover this half. Jackson puts one up. It's an air ball. Who touched it last? Martinez.
I mean, you have to get the ball. They're going to press again now. Asabor going out. You got to get him the ball. He's got 4 fouls.
And back for the Aztecs, number 12, Darian Trammell.
You got to find a way.
Asabor goes back to the bench so they can set up their pressure again.
Well,
tough pass.
Almost another one. That's a foul.
And it's called.
But they got fouls to give.
They do. Just the 4th team foul against Utah State.
That's a good foul in terms of going for a steal. If you foul, you foul. So what? They're going to take the ball out of bounds anyway.
4 straight empty trips for San Diego State.
They got a small team in now. I don't know if they're going to be able to keep San Diego State off the glass. Paul Sled's got Ledee.
Another foul.
I don't think they're trying to give him already.
Now, Danny Sprinkle did not seem pleased with that foul.
I mean, you want to save him at least for, you know, a little while. Oh, I guess he's using them. I don't know.
Well,
I'd rather play good defense and have that in my back pocket. It's too early, I think, to do that, in my opinion.
Not to mention San Diego State is 7 of 7 from the free throw line this half.
And now they're going to be shooting 1-and-1.
Waters right through the paint, missed the shot. Powell gets it back. Now Asabor trying to rip it away. It ends up with Ledee, who's fouled.
And now he's going to shoot. I don't know about to use all those fouls this early.
3rd foul on Martinez. It is a 1-and-1.
Yeah, you don't want to be sitting there with 3 fouls to give with, 20 seconds to go in the game. No, but at 2:45, I didn't think that was necessary.
Ledee 3 for 4 from the free throw line tonight. Butler's the Mountain West Defensive Player of the Year, so Brian Dutcher wants him out there. Trammell heads out. Ledee with 16 second-half points.
I'd be shocked if they don't throw the ball into Asabor on this possession.
Brown out to Martinez. Aduje for 3. Yeah, I hear you.
If I'm San Diego State, I'm happy. Ledee's not going to get a foul.
Martinez fouls Butler at midcourt.
Their best player's not taking a shot.
4th on Martinez. And the Aztecs fans who always travel so well here in Las Vegas are happy they booked that hotel for an extra night, because it looks like San Diego State is coming back to the championship game once again. The defending Mountain West Tournament champions.
I think when they're selling those packages from San Diego State, they're 3-night packages. I'm telling you.
10-point lead. Asabor right at Ledee. And
he called on Ledee?
He did. That's his 5th. Asabor went right at Ledee, which maybe they should have done a few possessions ago.
Well, if you did it a minute ago, it would have been, you would have 3 minutes to come back. I mean, the thing about Asabor, too, the guy's hard to guard.
Chance of MVP from the Aztecs fans, as Coach Lappas pointed out earlier. It was a tight race for Player of the Year. It went to Asabor over Ledee, and the Aztecs fans are letting everybody know who they think should have got it.
No, this is not over yet. Well, that's not helping.
3 of 7 from the free throw line is great Asabor. And there you see the signs. And you're right, Ledee did look to play with a chip on his shoulder tonight. And Asabor is just in disbelief at his free throw line struggles. Evan?
Guys, I spoke with Great this morning about the free throw struggles, and he admitted at this point it's become mental, and he's tried to lean on his routine. He told me he gets all the work in, he takes plenty of them. There were points this season, as he laid out, that he was close to 90%, but as you know, Coach, once a player gets in their head about it a little bit, it can be hard to overcome.
Hey, it's like Catalan's got the yips when he putts. You know what I mean? He can attest to these kind of things.
Scotty Scheffler over here next to me.
But no, there's no doubt, Evan, that the free throw line is definitely the most mental thing there is in basketball. It's the other things you react. You don't have time to think. It's the one thing in basketball where you have time to think about it. And that's why you get in your head. You got annoyed at me for saying that.
No. I knew who was saying it. Well, if this is it for Utah State here in the Mountain West tournament, what do you think their prospects are for the NCAA tournament?
They better play better. This kid here, number 10, he's got to play better. Darius Brown. He's got to play like an all-league player. He has not.
Asabor and a foul.
I mean, that's a pretty incredible record that San Diego State, if they win, they're going to be 35 games in a row where they score 80 and win.
And it is a tricky turnaround to the 3 o'clock local time start tomorrow. Aztecs get the benefit when they fell to the 5th seed of playing here in the early semifinal, which certainly works to their favor going against the winner of either New Mexico or Colorado State.
And whoever wins the next game is going to have to play their 4th game in 4 days.
Correct.
And no one's ever won the tournament doing that.
It'll be the first time a team in the first round even gets to the championship game. And another foul with 1:27 to go, and these Aztecs fans on their feet. Jay Powell with an exclamation point.
I tell you, Jay Powell he's a good player. He does a lot of things for you. He'll block a shot, rebound, and for a thin kid, he's pretty tough.
At the line, number 14, Reese Waters, shooting 2 shots.
Well, Jerry Palm has Utah State projected right now as a 4 seed. We'll see if it stays that way after this one, but the Aggies have not won an NCAA tournament game since 2001. They've lost 10 straight games in the tournament.
I think 4 is a little high. I mean, I think after this, I'm looking at them being more of a 5-6. But, you know, we'll see. Obviously, they're losing to a quality team here.
Aggies will be the 16th conference champion to lose in the conference tournament.
This game flipped on that second foul by Osibor, which was a bad foul, changed the whole game.
Aztecs trailed by as many as 17 points. So we have a 30-point swing in this semifinal. Waters. Butler comes away with it. San Diego State finished the regular season 4-4, and there were some questions about the Aztecs coming into the week, but this looks like a team that made a deep run last March. They're playing with that same confidence and swagger and poise.
No doubt about it. And when you throw all that together with the good defense,
that could be a big shot for tomorrow. Saunders has struggled this week, knocks down the 3. Aztecs fouling with 8 seconds left. Aggies 67% at the free throw line tonight, and they miss another. 5 seconds left. Jackson for 3, and the Aztecs are marching back into the Mountain West championship game. 7th straight year that Brian Dutcher